All right, today's lesson, law of sines, finding missing sides. If you were at school yesterday, Mr. Shaw and I went over this with you, so you should have the problems done already. Otherwise, pay attention to number one here. We're going through one example. So the law of sines is another way to find missing sides and missing angles in a triangle. So when we did SOHCAHTOA, that was with right triangles. Law of sines is with any triangle you want. So the formula that you're going to be using is right here. Sine of A over A equals sine of B over B equals sine of C over C. Might look a little confusing because you have multiple A's and multiple B's and multiple C's there. So the big difference, if you look at the diagram now on the right side here, is that the capital letters are standing for angles, the lowercase letters are standing for the sides. And the way you label, so if you look at number one, only the angles are labeled. So the way you label your sides is just based off of which angle they are across from. So looking in our example diagram here, angle A, across from that is side A. Angle B, across from that is side B, and angle C across from that is side C. So your first step in every problem is to just label your sides. So across from angle A, side A, across from angle C, side C, across from angle B, side B. So when you get into setting up your equation, you see this law of sines is made up of three ratios. You're only ever going to use two of them, so you're going to create a proportion. So the first ratio you're going to use is based off the letter that you have both values for. So looking at our problem here, just starting alphabetically, right away we don't know angle A, so we can't use that one. So we ignore A. We know angle B, and we know side B. So that's our first ratio. So we're going to set that up. So the sine of angle B, capital B, or big B, so sine of big B is 75 over little b, side B is 30. And that's going to equal what we're trying to solve for. So we're trying to solve for AB. In the diagram, we labeled that as little c. So we're going to use this third ratio. So that's going to be the sine of big C, or the angle, 92, all over little c. So now we have a proportion. So what we've learned about proportions is you solve those by cross multiplying. So c times sine of 75 equals 30 times the sine of 92. I'm not even going to go to the calculator yet. Last step, we want to get c alone. So we undo that multiplication with division. So divide by sine of 75 on each side. That cancels out. You're going to get to your answer. All you need to make sure you do on the calculator is make sure you're putting parentheses around that 92. So I'm going to go to the calculator real quick to calculate. 30 sine 92, close parentheses, divided by sine of 75. 31.039, we're rounding to the nearest tenth, so 31.03 rounds to 31. That's a side length. Final answer, 31. Include your units, kilometers. So use that to help you with numbers 3, 5, and 7. That's your whole assignment for today. So just 3 more problems. If you have questions, you can email me or Mr. Shaw. Those are our emails. We're also on the Remind app, so you can send us a message on that as well. Have a good day.